What's up guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Chris, this is my channel called Mumble. Let's go ahead and do my 1 year ownership video with this car.
They want the best of me now. They want the best of me now.
Well guys, I have owned this car for about over a year now, and it's been a good experience overall. As far as problems with this car, I've only had two, and that was probably just the radio was not working when I first got the car. I thought it was going to be this main screen right here, but it wasn't. It ended up being a fuse. The fuse is down here, which is a Bose-Amp fuse. So you basically just check the fuse, change it out, and everything's good to go. A good thing I did that, because a lot of people start saying that it was that screen, but I was happy that it was not, because I think the screen was about $1,000, somewhere around that price range, maybe a little more. I didn't do too much research into it. Now, the second problem that I had with this car was the AC stopped working. So the AC stopped working. I would turn it on, it would shut off. So as soon as your AC goes out, what do you think? You'd start thinking it's the AC compressor, but it's not. It ended up being the AC blower, which is down there. It's a very cheap part to get. It's about $150, very easy to fix. It is 3 bolts and 1 plug, that's it. Also, what you have to do is come over here and replace the fuse over here as well. And the best way to check to see if it is your blower motor is to replace the fuse. If it's blown, replace it, turn your AC back on, and it will turn back on. You guys want to do a small 50 roll third gear pull? Let's do it. That was a very small pull if you ask me. Sure, I was in the wrong gear, but it still pulled right. I've owned cars for so many years, and this has never gone out in any of my cars. So it was something new to learn. It was something new that I experienced. And from now on, I know what the symptoms are. Let's go ahead and pull into this parking lot and record the rest of this video. Let's go ahead and switch back to this camera. So as far as problems with this car, I spent a total of about $150. That's not bad, right? Considering it was within a year. So what maintenance stuff did I do to this car this past year? I did a total of 5 oil changes. They were each about $40 each, so it was about $200 there. The next part that went out were my brake pads. I decided to just go ahead, pay for the job to be done. As they were doing the job, I observed how it was done. I was charged about $100 for parts and a waiver since it was done by a friend. Overall, that's $300 already between the oil change and the brake pads. Now, this would have probably been the last maintenance thing that I would have had to done this past year. The car has a lot of good power, and it makes you want to power slide any chance you get. You're over here thinking you're the next drift king. You're gonna kick the clutch, drop it a gear, and just power slide as much as you want. I ended up buying 2 used tires because I was not about to spend $500 on the set of rear tires when I'm about to get new wheels for this car. I bought the rear tires used, $40 each, so $80. So a total of $380 last year on just maintenance stuff. But I said the tire part was totally my fault, because if I would have been a good boy, been driving the car how it's supposed to be driven, I would have probably had the tires to the end of this year. When I got the car, the tires were basically brand new. They had a lot of thread, they had a lot of life. But it's my fault, and I had fun doing it. I'm not too mad about it, because I learned to appreciate my car a little bit more. I had more fun with my car. As far as my ownership of this car last year, I spent a total of $530 between problems and maintenance. That is pretty good, honestly, considering that the car, it has over 100,000 miles already. As far as this year, I'm already starting to save up some money on the side, because I don't know what's going to happen at 120, 130, 140,000 miles. The problems are going to start coming because the car is an older chassis. But consider that if you're buying a high mileage G37, things are going to start to go wrong. Even if you buy one at 60, 70,000 miles, there is going to be a couple issues with those cars too. So you're never going to buy a perfect car. That's just my own personal opinion. But at the end of the day, this car has been good to me for the 19,000 miles that I've owned it. Now guys, if you've had any problems with your car, go ahead and drop it down in the comments and let me know what it was. Maybe put a price for the part, or how much you paid in total with labor and stuff like that. We're all here to help out each other. Maybe your comment can help somebody out figure out if they're getting a good price on the part or on the labor. If I would have taken my car not knowing that it was a blower motor, a shop would have tried to charge me a little bit high, thinking I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe they would have said it's the AC compressor, it's gonna be $600 for the part and install. Go ahead, do your own research before you take it to a shop, try to fix it yourself. Sometimes it could be something as simple as a fuse. Both of the times for me, it was a fuse. First it was the amp fuse, then it was a blower fuse, and that helped me narrow down that the problem was the blower motor. Don't just jump into a mechanic shop and tell them, hey, my car's messed up, fix it for me. Because they will fix your car for you, but they may also hustle you. If you're thinking about buying this car, go ahead and do it. I had a blast having this car for 1 year, and I can't wait to see what more this year brings for me. This year I do have a lot of plans for my G37, so just stay tuned and subscribe to my channel if you want to see what the future holds for this car. I hope you do guys subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you on the next one.
I'ma blow up.